Coordinates of the Wonders, part 4. Probably you have 3 more parts before the part 4, of course. It's about the African diseases. Been to Africa, and it's been 10 years from our first encounter, Black Africa and I, which is actually the real Africa, East, Central and Western one. The colors, the senses, you are just going there and it's dangerous and it's friendly at the same time. Actually, it's the extreme. It has too much of everything and too little of everything. So, how I went to Africa? I went there to do the volunteer things, the charity in one organization in Kenya. I took the cocktail of all the vaccines, I think 7 of it. I was not feeling very well. 10 days after, and then I was flying straight into the Nairobi. So imagine the white European guy heading there like in 2010, 11, 12. Not so many people traveled there at that time, especially in Kenya after some terrorist attacks. So my first, encounter was like Hakuna Matata, chaotic traffic in the heart of Nairobi. And then I was like, yeah, my friends go to Seychelles, they go to Mauritius, and I go in the heart of the rural Africa. But smile on the face, happy, because people say like, how you can be happy over there? I know I'm happy because I'm not home, because I'm traveling, because I'm doing something good. And I was heading to Nakuru and then to Lower Sabukia, which is pretty close to Mount Kenya, the second tallest mountain in Africa. After a few days, of course, I got some African diseases like amoeba, ringworms, better don't Google it. And I survived malaria, For Europeans, when you tell them that you had malaria, they're like going nuts, like, oh my God, how you survived it? What are the side effects and everything else? But I've been pretty cautious. Every 3 days I was looking my blood cells under the microscope, and because of lovely mosquito I got malaria. It was a bit of the rainy season, so pretty much I picked it up because of that. My mother is a biologist and she was freaking out about malaria issues, but alive and kicking. So when I got there, the doctor, which they call daktari in Swahili, he was telling me, oh, you're going to be fine. It's like a sore throat to us. We are used to it. And I was a bit scared, but he told me like we are used to die. And I'm like, oh my God, like dying, something natural, but I don't want to die at the age of like 33, 34. So as malaria is very lethal, there's 500,000 people, unfortunately, who lose their lives due to malaria, and because they don't have like $1 for all that anti-malarial things. So after 7 days, I was, alive, happy, doing the charity work, going with the kids around, and I put it on Facebook, I survived malaria, of course. If it's not on Facebook, it didn't happen. So my friend from UN sent me a direct message and he told me, don't worry, I survived typhoid in Somalia because all the dust, so beware of that because you can get typhoid over there. And I was like, oh, I think I didn't put that in my 7 shots against everything else. So I always had some handkerchief over my face. So pretty much, I was running around Africa, hanging with my friends, paradise and hell in one place, trying not to stay outside, pretty exposed during the evening. And, I love Africa, go through the red light, don't stop during the night, and just enjoy that Mama Africa continent. So it's equator where I've been. It's different sunshine. You look like people from United Kingdom, like roasted chicken. When you come back home, and then as I told you not to Google ringworms, now you can Google it. just to see what I got as a lovely souvenir from Africa. They tell me, oh, it's also normal as a sore throat. I was like, oh shit, this Africa, everything is normal here. I hope I'm not going to die there and come back home. So my friends got amoeba. Africa made me stronger. Next 10 years of visiting Africa, I didn't have any problems. So I can knock on the door and knock on the wood. So I'm always coming back. Africa, I love you.